What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. If you're new here, please do consider subscribing. It really does mean a lot. If you find this video helpful, please do leave a like. And let me know what you guys think about these in a comment. Let me know if you like these or the previous collaboration with Clot more. And I'm really interested to kind of know what you guys think about these. But we'll get right into it. So first we have to look at the box because the box is actually a special box. It has the Jordan logo, Clot, another Clot logo, 23, as well as Jordan script. So that's not really what's special about this box though. What's special about this box is the texture. I think you guys can probably hear that. It's kind of a sandpaper texture, which ties into the actual shoes themselves, which is kind of a cool little detail. I got these in a size 9 and the retail price for them is $200. I was actually able to pick up 2 pairs of these, so they weren't incredibly hard to get, and the resale prices kind of show that. When we first open it up, we have this card, which has a terracotta warrior on it playing basketball while also wearing the Jordan Clot 14, so that's kind of a cool little touch. On the back side, we have the Jordan logo as well as the Clot logo. Kind of a cool little thing to have on display, especially if you have these displayed on a shelf, to kind of have this behind. Just a cool little thing to throw in. And then we'll get to the actual sneakers. And these are really nice actually, which I'm glad to say because I feel like the Jordan brand in general, as well as Nike, has really been kind of missing the mark with a lot of quality control. So I'm happy to report that other than one little glue stain on this tongue right here, which I'll show you, but it's really not a big deal. Everything else on the shoe is premium materials. There's no glue stains. Everything is how it's supposed to be. And that's kind of a refreshing thing because they've really been missing the mark. So if you don't know, Clot is a Chinese brand that has done a bunch of collaborations with Jordan. This is like the 5th or 6th collaboration with Jordan. They've also done Nike collaborations, like some Air Force Ones. And they do a fantastic job. This one is kind of in a series where there was a previously, they released a Jordan 13 in I think 2018 that had this same paneling on the side, but the paneling on that sneaker is this coral color, and now it's this taupe color. And according to Edison Chen, basically what we're seeing is the patina of the Terracotta Army and the progression of time. So originally the armor was probably this clay orange color, and centuries later now it is this taupe color and it's washed out. So I'm kind of a nerd and I really like the ideology behind this and kind of the representation. If you don't know what the Terracotta Army is, basically the first Chinese emperor was buried with like thousands of terracotta soldiers to protect him in the afterlife. And it's just kind of a really cool thing, and I like weird oddities like that. So I like this because there's more to it, and Clot and Jordan are really good at telling stories on their shoes, which is why we like them so much. Other than the obvious paneling on the sides, there's very obviously something hanging off the back. On the heel, we have this traditional Chinese knot, which represents prosperity and happiness. We also have a Chinese medallion or a coin, which is supposed to represent wealth. So these released on February 11th. The Chinese New Year was on February 12th. So there's no coincidence that these released the day before the Chinese New Year. It's a Chinese brand, wealth, prosperity, happiness. So I really like that. Cool time to release these, and I appreciate the small details like that most people probably don't know or care about, but when you know, then it makes it just a little bit more special. So the whole upper of the shoe is suede, and I like it, but I also question how well it's going to hold up. The toe box, the panels, the tongue, the ankle collar, everything is suede, and if you're not really trying to protect them, they're going to get ruined, in my opinion. I'm not very gentle when I wear my shoes, so I could see these getting kind of destroyed fairly easily. I also think it's interesting that they chose suede for the whole upper because the paneling on the lateral as well as the medial sides are the same, and it's supposed to represent the Terracotta Army and the armor that they were wearing, and the suede is kind of soft and armor isn't really soft. But I think what they're doing there is, because this is the patinaed version of the Terracotta Army. Now it's fragile and delicate, just like the material suede would be. So cool little things there. So tying back in from the box, the orange on the midsole is also kind of a sandpaper texture to it, just like the terracotta on the Warriors would be. So that's kind of a cool little thing to throw in there. Again, something that most people don't really know or care about, but again, when you know, then it makes it a little bit more special. Also on the midsole, as well as where the Jordan logo is this kind of bronze metallic, which goes into the outsole, where we have a white Jumpman on this metallic bronze. The 14 is in the clay colorway and the rest is in just a taupe colorway. When we look at the medial side, it comes back up, that bronze comes back up through, and then we have the little breather window with the stainless steel mesh to allow your feet to breathe. Pre-release, everyone kind of thought that this was a scratcher, like you would scratch it off like you would a lottery ticket, presumably with the coin that's attached. However, that does not seem to be true. It doesn't scratch off, at least not easily, so it's kind of one of those rumors that didn't really come to fruition, but it would have been kind of neat if they would have done that. Another small detail is the tongue. I guess it's supposed to look like a Chinese scroll. Kind of an interesting little throw in there. Again, something that most people will never know or care about, but when you know, then it makes it a little bit cooler. There's really no differences between the left and the right side, with the exception of the tongues. The left shoe says Clot, the right shoe says Jordan, and the insole for the right shoe has the Clot logo and the left shoe has the Jordan logo. On the heel behind where the knot and medallion hang, we have a black rubber that says Jordan on it. Overall, this is a really strong shoe. The resale prices of these are not very good. They're below $300 in this size, so you know, I don't think that this was a really hard release to get. I also think it's kind of a hard shoe to pull off. I'm not sure that I can even pull these off, so with this channel I want to be completely transparent, and I'm probably not going to keep either pair of these because I need to kind of free up some funds and be able to buy the next one, and I just don't see myself ever wearing these. I'd love to be able to keep these and put them on the shelf. However, I will say that I do think that the value on these is going to go up, but I don't think it's going to go up dramatically. As I said, they're around 300, a little bit lower than 300. I could see these in the spring kind of being around 350, maybe 400. It depends on how quickly everyone tries to sell these. The previous one was much more hyped up. The 13s were much more hyped up, and the resale value was really high for a couple of months, and then now it's plummeted back down. I personally like the 13 more than I like the 14. I just like the colors of that one more. It's a little bit more fun and bright, and the earth tones on all of my shoes are just kind of getting a little bit boring. Like, I love the earth tones, but now I have enough of them, so this one doesn't really, like, I just don't see myself wearing this one, so I'm probably going to let these go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any comments, please let me know down below. Let me know what you think about these 13s versus 14s, this shoe in general. I really do appreciate you watching. Good luck on your next cop. Take care.